Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is your girl Marie with All Things Beauty, and we have another amazing episode for you all today. We know it's been a while, so we want to make sure that we touch base and say hello, hoping all is well with you all out there because it's been really crazy in Houston with this weather. But I have a very amazing guest in the studio with me today. We got to have the music. Cue the music. Cue the music. Hey, hey. The one and only amazing Miss London on the track. Hello, hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing well, girl. So good to have us back together again.
It's been a while.
It has. It definitely has been a while. So we have an amazing setup for you guys today, and we just want to make sure that we turn it up a little and because you got some things going on as well.
I
But
do.
yeah.
I got some stuff going on.
You got some stuff going on, girl. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, you know, we always like to start off by catching up.
Okay.
So we all know the theme. It's been a hot girl summer. Now that we are officially in fall, but it's been a hot girl summer. So tell us a little bit about your summer, girl. How you wrapped it on up here.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do it.
Hot girl summer. What?
I know. Everybody's like, oh, it's a hot girl summer. It's a hot girl summer. And I'm like, okay. It's hot. That's for sure in
It was
Houston.
hot. I
Yeah.
stayed in the house most of the time.
Yeah. So nothing interesting that you did this summer?
I went to Mexico.
Ooh.
New Orleans. I went
Okay.
home.
She went little places here and there.
Just a little here and there.
Okay.
Nothing major.
A little turn up.
You know, I really didn't turn up this summer. I was trying to chill out.
Okay. I know that's right.
I
Well,
broke my foot, so I was.
that's right. You
was
sure
turned down,
did. So she
yeah.
turned. Okay. Yeah. So it's a little bit of the turn down as we go into the fall season here, which
yeah.
we haven't officially entered into fall. Well, we have, but Houston
hot.
weather, it's hot.
It's just hot.
It's really hot, but you know, that's a whole nother situation here. But we're just glad to have you in the studio today because we know that you have an upcoming event that you are hosting.
I'm not a host. I'm just a guest.
Okay, well, you're the
So
guest. Okay.
I have a session. It's a couple of sessions in the
Okay.
event, and then I'm a part of the panel.
Oh, nice.
So, you know.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
going to get into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, just to kind of back it up a little bit. Normally we do like what we're wearing on our lips, but we just just kind of jumped into the small talk here. But again, my name is Marie Crawford. You can find me online at Session Boutique _. And for my good friend over here, Miss London, how can they reach you on social media?
You can reach me at London Underwood. That's LONDEN, or Emerald Rising LLC.
Yes. Awesome. Yes. We had her on the show before. Emerald Rising is an amazing organization.
thank
So make sure
you.
that you all are following and sharing the information as well because it's very powerful and impactful. And I'm just thankful to have you here. So we want you tell us a little bit about what's going on and your role in the I Am Me Fearfully and Wonderfully Made event that's coming up in October.
Okay, so the event is called I Am Me Coming Out the Cave. It's
Okay.
October the 5th. It's hosted by the Songbird and Me, which is Stephanie Hayes, and
Okay.
that is her business.
Hey, Stephanie.
So it is really it's for women. I mean, men can come too.
Okay.
That face traumas, different things in their life. So
Yeah.
just looking for their identity, getting past the trauma. So
Okay.
we have different sessions. We have a speaker that's going to talk about I Am Beautiful.
Nice.
And then we have another lady that's going to talk about push past your traumas.
Okay.
So you're not your trauma.
There you go.
And
I love
so
that.
what I am going to do, my segment is Embrace You,
Nice.
basically embracing me.
Okay.
And what I would do in that one is just talk to people about, it kind of goes hands in hand with you are not your trauma.
Right.
But just embracing yourself after that, learning who you are, identifying, who outside of what people done to you,
Absolutely.
what you've been through, you're still a person, and you're still a great person, you're
Yeah.
still a beautiful person.
I love that.
And then we have someone talking about just the joy, just finding the joy in life.
Yes.
Then we have dance,
Oh, y'all got a lot going
breakfast, lunch.
Yes.
So it's going to be a all-day thing, but I think it's going to be very impactful.
on. You know, and a lot of the things that you described is so powerful because it's a movement that's definitely going on within the world. People are owning their space and not allowing trauma or situations to overpower them because we all fight silent battles.
Yes.
And I think it's amazing that with this event that you all are bringing this forward, giving the women the tools that they need to empower themselves and just continue on, not just at the event, but to continue on afterwards. Because we know, when does it hit the most? At night, right?
Oh, yes.
When you're by yourself. When you're by yourself. And so we all have experienced those types of things that have unfolded in our lives where we may not know where to turn to. And so I know that you mentioned earlier it's for women and for men, but who is it, like for teenagers as well? Like, what's the impact that you all are looking forward to?
From what I know, women,
Okay.
adult women, but I think anyone that can, if they're going through something, they're really looking for that breakthrough.
Okay.
You can come out and enjoy
I think
it.
that's good. I think that we need more types of events that are catered towards those types of mental type of, I don't want to say illnesses, but maybe it is.
Illness.
It's like I don't want to call it an illness, but we all go through levels in our life where we hit our low points.
I think that's just life.
It is life.
It's just life.
It is.
It doesn't make it an illness.
Right.
Everybody has
exactly.
their thing.
Yeah. Because I know we have the mental health and wellness, illness, and those types of things as well. But I think in this particular category, I wouldn't necessarily call it illness, but it is life.
Life.
Yeah.
Mental growth.
I
maybe.
love her. She's like, life. It is what it is.
It is. I mean, everybody has a thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's necessary to grow. And I hate when people say, you went through that because of this.
Yeah.
It just sounds so bad because of some of the things that we've been through.
Yeah.
And, I don't like to, you don't want to glorify it, but it does make you stronger.
Yeah.
And
it does. So tell us about a time like that you had to bring yourself out and say, I am me, like fearfully and wonderfully, like any event that you had to come on out of it, which I know it's life. I'm pretty sure you could probably have different, examples, but just for the audience to share, to be transparent as far as anything that maybe you've experienced that you've had to say, what, I am me and I'm going to stand grounded in this.
Well, it's been a lot. Let's just say that. It's been a lot. A lot of people don't know that because, like you said earlier, we silently deal with things.
Yes.
It's been a lot. I would say for me, just one of the things, and I'll talk about it a little bit more at the event because I'm very transparent. Okay. I believe in I don't preach anything that I haven't been through. Right. I don't talk to people about anything that I haven't been through. Yeah. But for me, I think I had to constantly remind myself when I moved to Houston, because it's just the fact of starting over.
Yes. Not having your family.
Not having my family, very limited friends.
Right.
Not having a job.
Go and talk to us, girl. Go and
not knowing I had no clue what I was going to do.
Right.
And so like you fill out job applications, you're qualified, you're getting rejected.
Right.
You don't quite fit in with all the social groups, you don't know anybody. So it's kind of, always reassuring that you're here for a purpose.
There you go.
You have something to do. You just got to, step out there. So that was like a everyday thing. Yeah. And it was hard sometimes. And sometimes you got to just sit in it. You wallow in it for, I give myself a day.
Yeah.
The next day.
There you go.
You just got to do what you got to do.
That's me.
Yeah.
I let it hurt and let it go. Like you can only wallow in it so long. And even though don't get me wrong, there's no timetable as far as your healing journey. So I'm not here to rush anyone through their healing journey. But what I feel will be most impactful at the event is for those who find themselves in those situations longer than they need to be able to have a group of women that they are surrounded by that they can pour into and be able to speak life back into them. So that way they can kind of bring themselves out of that darkness. You know what I mean? Because I too, I've been out of Houston 15 years, but I have no family out here. Yeah. And it was difficult. I mean, it still is difficult at times because you do miss those types of gatherings, but you find your sisters and you have your group that you resonate with and you just love on. So I think it's amazing that actually, you know what? When is the event? We didn't even talk about when the event was.
I think we did. It's October 5th.
Okay.
It starts at 8:45. That's registration and breakfast. It ends around 2:30, 2:45.
Okay.
And then you have a break for lunch.
Nice. So they're going to feed you as well.
Feed
you internally and externally.
And it's only $15.
Yeah. And how can they get tickets?
You can go on Eventbrite and you can just type in "come out the cave" and it should show up. That should be the first one. I tried it today to make sure I could tell you guys. So it's $15.
And there's a flyer as well. We're going to pull it up so that way you all can check out some of the speakers, because we're going to talk a little bit about some of the speakers and what they have to offer there as well. So I know there's like how many women are set up on the lineup?
Let me look. I don't want to miss call. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of us.
Okay.
There's 6 of us, and then we have a panel discussion like right after lunch or right before lunch.
Okay.
So you can ask questions, get expertise. We got life coaches on there.
Oh, nice.
We have someone that does prophetic dance.
Okay.
We have a little comedy coming too.
Oh, that's nice.
You gotta laugh at
You
your
gotta
pain
laugh.
sometimes.
You do have to laugh. Let me tell you, I laugh all the time.
All the time, every day,
all day, every day.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So you have a little bit. Okay. So here's the flyer here. If you all are tuned in. So we definitely have some of the speakers here. And then we have London as well listed. So I love the colors. I love the I Am Me. I love Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. Share a little bit with me. I know the power affirmations. How are affirmations used in your life and your steps, and how can you share that with others even at this event, the importance behind it, or offer other ways of how they can be encouraged?
So just affirmations, what I like to do is set up, and this is what I do with all my clients and all of my workshops, have an affirmation calendar.
There you go.
And you kind of just write down affirmations each day.
Yeah.
And that's the affirmation that you use every day. And
Nice.
when you're feeling down, you're feeling low, just say that. Something powerful that's going to encourage you throughout that day. It may look like you're talking to yourself, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So
ain't nobody judging.
Nobody
I talk to myself all the time.
you.
Okay.
But I just make it for me, because we can affirm ourselves with more than one thing. So
Absolutely.
each day I have something different that I tell myself.
That's good.
You are beautiful.
Yes.
Or
I
your
am
boss,
me.
some stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's how I take away from it. And then we have some takeaways. I know with my presentation, I will have a takeaway that they can have in their house that's going to last them for a while.
Oh, nice.
I can't tell you all of that because you got to
You
come to
gotta
the
come to
event.
the
But it's going to be
events.
really good. It's going to be
Yes.
really fun.
Yeah.
I'm more of a hands-on person because, we can talk about life all day.
Yeah.
But I like to show you like a visual. So that's me.
That's good.
So,
and she's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
She is definitely wonderfully made. And your organization, I know we've talked about the event, but I definitely want to make sure that we put in and talk about what you do at Emerald Rising as well that is impactful.
Okay, so right now I am actually working with Bridges of Hope. That is ladies that are going through a transition, more of drug recovery. So I had a workshop with them 2 Wednesdays ago, and then I'll be going there next Wednesday, and we're talking about triggers and toxic behaviors and how that's linked to self-esteem. So tomorrow is going to be probably a powerful piece because we talk about self-esteem. We got the ladies kind of looking at themselves to look inside of themselves. So that's what I'm working with, just trying to get them on their feet, just how to recognize toxic behaviors, triggers. So when you're triggered, you don't exude back to that negativity or drug use or anything. You can stop it in its tracks and do something a different way. So that's what we're working on.
So is the so you said, is it consistently every Wednesday? And
it's only did for them 2 weeks. But it's going to be probably a permanent residency. Here, so
And if someone is listening and maybe want to participate in future Wednesday events.
Well, so that one is a private event. It's through the nonprofit organization. However,
there you go.
If you guys need a workshop or you need a seminar for a day, you can always hit me up at emeraldrisingllc.com. That's my website. And then you can contact me. I'm always sending seminars, workshops up at any time.
That's
I'm
good.
always open. Yeah.
And how it's been a day, but how did you get involved with this particular event?
Just pushing my workshop, the Rose Workshop,
Okay,
and
okay.
just emailed her. Actually, I met Stephanie. I worked at a boutique, and she came in, and we just started talking.
Okay.
And she gave me her card, and I kind of told her what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then months went past,
Yeah.
and when I was ready, I emailed her, and she was just like, "Oh my God,
That's
this
good.
is ordained."
Alignment.
So, alignment. We're all about that.
Yes,
and
we
so,
are. Yes, we are.
she came up with the event.
Yeah.
And she asked me to be a part of it, and I was like, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So she has her own business. She's a boss. She's a lady. She is amazing. She's a teacher. She's all of these amazing things, guys. So definitely make sure that you go to Emerald Rising and check out my friend.
Thank
And what else? Is there anything else that you have going on? Because we have all the holidays, Thanksgiving's coming up, any fundraisers or any type of events that you need and help with in the future.
I have some things coming up with Emerald Rising.
Okay.
I can't put a date on it
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
I had November, but I think I'm gonna push it back because I want to be ready.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just be looking out all the social medias, Emerald Rising LLC on Instagram and Facebook for new events, but they're coming.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yes.
So
Lining those things on
I'm
up.
lining them up.
I know that's right.
2020.
You guys, London, she is so amazing. Y'all, like, seriously, she is super amazing. She has helped me so many times in so many different ways. She's also does fashion shows and styling. And I'm going to brag on my sister because we need to do that. We have to uplift one another. And I think that, just continuously supporting our sisters. And you're seeing a lot of that in the community. Like just everywhere. Everyone is supporting each other, sharing their information. I just think it's wonderful that you're partnering with Stephanie for the I Am Me Fearfully and Wonderfully Made event. And it was coming out of the cave, right?
Coming out the cave.
Coming out the cave. Mm-hmm. The cave. I wonder where that, like, how did she come up with that concept, the cave?
I'm gonna let her explain it because I don't want to mess it up.
Because
I don't want to mess it up.
You know what I mean? Because when I think of cave, I just think of like a dark place.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The
and
dirt.
The dirt, the grit, the
all
grind,
the grit, all of that.
Yeah.
So, you got to come out of it eventually. Can't stay there for a lifetime, especially if you want to do something major with your life. You want to change your life.
Yeah.
You can't stay in the cave because a lot of us do.
Yes.
Out of fear,
Yeah.
out of guilt, out of shame,
Girl, preach to us.
rejection.
Yeah.
You just got to own it and get past it. Come on out. So.
And I know you have a strong support system, even though, like, both of us don't have any family here. But, if you could, you've offered so many different knowledge nuggets to just here in this space. But we all, we know someone who may be suffering silently. Mm-hmm. We could pick up on that energy and those vibes, like even myself. What advice would you give a woman like me who has been suffering silently on some issues and some things and just have become to the point of, I can't hold it in, because you hold it in, it kills you. So to be more transparent to me is becoming more healthy. Mm-hmm. And so, I know I'm not alone. Trust me, I know I'm not alone. But what advice would you give to someone to help pull them out of the cave?
My first thing is, when you are actually doing this, like suffering in silence, my thing is first is talk to somebody that you actually can trust.
There you go.
You can't trust everybody with your information.
Yeah.
Especially in that sensitive area. Mm-hmm. You don't want to just start talking about it to somebody that really may not understand, and that's okay. But when you talk to people that actually don't understand what you're saying, it kind of hinders you more than it helps. Mm-hmm. So just an open party, somebody that's not judgmental, somebody that's not opinionated. Mm-hmm. Just feel comfortable enough to, talk about it. But you have to get it out.
You have to get it out.
You have to talk about it.
Yeah, and I'm learning that, more and more. I think that a lot of us, especially women, all we know is strength. Yeah. That's all we know. Yeah. And I'm so tired of oh, she's strong. Oh, Lord, if I hear that one more time. Because it's all we know is how to be strong. And it's we glamorize it.
I get that.
Yeah.
Because I feel weird when I'm not strong.
Me too. I feel off balance.
I feel so weird.
Yeah,
I
feel
like,
off
well,
balance.
what's wrong?
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay to be weak sometimes and vulnerable. That word, and
that word alone. Wasn't that like in, who was that? Fantasia? No, it was submissive. That was the word that's been going around social media, being submissive. Everyone's like, I don't want to hear that, but that's a whole nother conversation. But you have to give yourself permission.
Yep.
And I am learning that more and more, to give yourself permission,
Even
to
though
let
it feels
go.
weird.
It
because
does feel weird.
We just taught to just automatically be strong. And so you're going through this life, teenagers, early 20s, 30s, just pretending like everything's okay. And then you get to your breaking point. And so it's like foreign to you when it's like, why am I crying right now?
Yes.
And
like, what's going on?
Like, what's happening?
Why is my eyelashes
why
falling?
am I crying? I don't like to cry. But sometimes it's necessary.
It's a cleansing.
It is.
Yes.
It's so funny for me because I do not like to cry.
Me neither, girl.
So I watch something sentimental like on the Facebook or something, and it makes me cry. I'm like, okay, I just cried. I feel better.
I feel better. I've got my release. I'm good.
Like, it has nothing to do with me, but just because I cried, it came out.
That counts for something. Now, them tears count for something because they definitely watering the soil, and the seed that is planted shall come to fruition. So I think it's a beautiful thing. Just this conversation and just being authentic and transparent. And for those who are watching as well, who may be experiencing something themselves, take what you're hearing here, take the knowledge, take those affirmations and build yourself on up. And don't be afraid. That's the biggest thing, like facing your fears and not being afraid of it.
Whew.
I know, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Like
but you can do it.
One step at a time, But
it is a one step at a time thing. Really. I always tell people, I think life is always a work in progress.
It is.
You're never going to have the answers. You're never going to
figure it all out.
I don't believe you're always going to be completely healed.
Yeah.
But in that process of your healing, just recognizing what's happening, getting out of it easier, getting out of situations quicker and easier, that helps a lot.
It does. Yeah. It really does. And just, gosh, I just lost my train of thought because I'm just thinking back to everything that you just said. Because it's helpful, finding your circle, trusting those with, the most intimate parts of you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you hold back, but it is definitely good to release. So make sure that you all go and get your ticket to the I Am Me, Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, coming out of the cave. I know Stephanie is excited about. Is this her first event?
Excited. No, she actually is from Dallas, so she does this all the time. So she goes from Dallas. I think she had one in Houston. She lives in Houston now.
Okay.
But she goes back and forth from Dallas to Houston. So
nice, Stephanie.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Stephanie, we hope you're watching, and we definitely want everybody to come out and support. And where can they buy a ticket online?
Eventbrite. And then you can just type in "Come Out the Cave, I Am Me." It should be the first thing that you see, the first event that you see, and it's $15. And that includes lunch and breakfast.
Includes lunch and
giveaways.
Who
don't like a gift?
Do you understand? So I'm excited. I know you guys that are listening are excited, and hopefully you all are just being empowered here in this space, because I am.
So.
I haven't seen my sister in so long, so it's just so good. I want to do like the Color Purple.
That's my
because we need that. We close ourselves up in the cave, and it's good to come out, and you just look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm just so thankful that you are here and just sharing what you are doing with your own company, and just being a part of this event as well. And, I'm just excited, and I just hope you all go out and get those tickets.
Please, please, please.
And when's the last, they can purchase them up to what date?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But I'm quite sure probably
so go ahead and
maybe
get your
Friday.
ticket.
But get your tickets in advance, please.
And like the dress, you can just wear anything, right? Comfortable. Come comfortable. Yeah.
Cute.
Bring a
chic.
friend.
Yeah. Bring your friends,
Kids, kids are allowed as well? Okay. That's okay.
If your kids need some healing, bring on the kids.
Okay.
But seriously,
yes.
if you are looking for a change in your life and you just kind of done, I think this will be very impactful for you, and it will be helpful. So come on out.
Yeah, I'm excited because, a lot of people, another phase or another release of healing is people do sage. They like their sage
Yeah,
and they burn
yeah.
it as well. And I know I got my sage burners out there who like to do that as well, especially with the harvest moon that just recently passed by.
I don't know about all of that.
Yeah, it was deep. It was deep. Y'all chime in. Y'all know, you write the things that you want to release and you burn them, and then you just move forward from that space.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed it.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
It was, I want to say it was last Friday, one of those.
Is it too late?
It's not too late. It's
Okay.
never too late. So if you have some things that you're wanting to release, 1 to 3 items, whatever it is, ball it up, write it down first, ball it up, burn it.
Okay.
And then just release it, and then write. What I did was I have a journal, so I have my affirmation journal, things that I'm working on that I want to receive. Because when you release, you want to make sure that you're specific as far as what you want to receive in that space. So we're getting ready to go into 2020, guys. So we want to make sure that we cleanse ourselves. We are powerful. We want to affirm ourselves,
Yes.
light our sage, or whatever else you need to do. Surround around your sisters to make sure that you are fully healed and made whole. So on Tuesdays, we always like to end our shows with words of encouragement.
Oh.
So what you got for us today, Miss London?
So my words for encouragement is just give yourself grace. It's
like that.
okay to fall. It's okay to, not have it all one day. If you backtrack to things that you used to, give yourself grace. It's okay. Just know better, do better the next time, and it's all right.
I like that. I like that. To be easy on yourself.
Please be easy on
Please
yourself.
be easy on yourself.
We're our worst critics.
We are.
I don't know why.
Those inner thoughts, silence them and just replace them with positive affirmations to
Yes.
feel it, because it definitely will help. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having me.
Yes.
It's always fun.
It is. I can't wait to see what you got coming up here in November.
Just stay tuned.
Just stay tuned.
We don't know about November yet.
Okay.
I think I might switch. I might push it back. But
Okay. Yeah. Well,
just
it's to
stay
come.
tuned.
We're going to speak it into existence.
It's in existence. We're going to speak it.
Yes.
It's happening.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Well, we are excited that you guys tuned in. Make sure that you like and share the All Things Beauty page. Make sure that you go and support Miss London
Thank you.
as well. And so that way you can see what she has going on here in the near future. And make sure that you get your tickets. I am me, fearfully and wonderfully made, coming out the cave.
Yes.
Hey,
See
hey.
y'all October 5th.
Yes, October the 5th at 8, what was it?
8:45.
8:45. So make sure you come comfortable. You will be fed both internally and externally. So
Yes.
awesome. Well, we're excited again. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure that you check back with us next Tuesday for another amazing episode of All Things Beauty. My name is Marie with Session Boutique, where class is always in. Miss London, Emerald Rising, Marie, and we're out. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Much love. Thank